All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the block to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Fitzpatrick is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They run with Breida, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, Team 6, Team 6.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go for the end zone. There, that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Second 90, front 80. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
This is Hines. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set 180, round 80. Tackles. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Start.
Throwing Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Set 180.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Kill. Left.
Here's Hines. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, you got 3 down.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Regular. Hey, Haywood. There we go. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 44, Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rivers. He's got Burton here. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Dolphins have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Step run 80. Black 11.
On 1st down, Hines. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The give to Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
58. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Wait.
On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
You got trips, you got 3. Hey, Rocket. Load it. Load it. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. Wait, 89.
To throw is Rivers. Complete to Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. 51 the mic, boy, 51. Watch the run, watch the run. Slam, slam, slam. Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Back 380, block 15.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Final play of the half. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Rivers to throw it. This one into the hands of Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now a give, right side. Hines. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run again with Hines. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Ready. Round 80.
Right here, right here.
Red. 50 wants the mic. 50. Hey, Alpha. Come on, baby.
Maybe a free play here for Rivers. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Easy. Tighten up.
They run with Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Set 180. Block 15. Hey, let's go. Come across. Hey, watch the flat. Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Kill. Hey, turn.
Now Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. He'll try to throw here. Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Dolphins. 55 yards. So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Breida. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Easy. White. Nice hot. Slick.
Throwing, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Rivers. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
At the Colts 21-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, 78 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Breida. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Breida. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, box truck.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid of me. Load it. Load it. Hey, Mike 51. Hey. Cluster. Hey, only go load it. Hey, Delta.
Rivers to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey.
To a knee goes Fitzpatrick, and that should just about do it.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 46-yard line.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Miami, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
What's up, Trippy? What's good? I'm about to play my game time. Do you think I'm gonna win?
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Going left side, it's complete. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check nickel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So now 2 pick-sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing the second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Come to me, it's me. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Tighten up.
2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. 21-0 our score after 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Dudes. Rush in. Switch. Wait. Check 3.
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll drop the throw. That's caught by Jackson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jordan. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a give, right side. Covered. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And Elliott puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a give, right side. It's Hubbard, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Murray now. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the setup.
On third down, Murray flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
18 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jordan. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check, check, check. 22, check, cover. 22, check, travel.
Here's Bernard.
Got you, boy.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Coming to you, coming to you. Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
You got him. You got him. Come on, sack. Not a good. Watch it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check, 47. Next three. Check cross. Run. Hey, check right 47. Check right 47. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Murray now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. No. Off. Wait. Heavy. 57.
Here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hubbard. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Watch the safety cream. Whip. Watch the whip. Lucky.
Now again, right side. It's Hubbard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It is picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
And an alley to run. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here we go. Get wing. Mike 47. So don't say nothing. Come on. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. All day, baby. All day.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Okay, ready. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Touchdown defense. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Check, 47. You can't block me. You can't block me. Go. Check, Mike.
On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Come on, check 53 is mine. Go. Off. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.